They run with it instead of just asking. It's your boy Double One, man. Back at it again. Appreciate all y'all support, man. I really do. Thank y'all. But don't you just wonder? Communication is very key. Very key. And lack of it can cause a lot of trouble. People often always take what they hear about you and they go running with it. All people have to do is ask or find out for themselves. But a lot of times, these people be wanting to hear something negative about you anyway. So whatever somebody come tell them, they're gonna believe it. Just take whatever they say and run with it without ever coming to the source. That's where most of the confusion goes on a lot of times. People don't communicate. The minute they hear something about somebody, it's a stamp. They believe it without coming to that person. It can be the wildest rumors. People believe it. If I come tell you, if you're a friend of mine, I come tell you that girl is or just anybody can come tell you, stranger, and you see her or the job or anything. You interested in this woman, and but he tells you she dating. How you know that? So you're not gonna never ask her. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna never ask the person. You can't ever take everybody's word for everything. Uh, somebody could say anything like you neglect or you physically abuse your children. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go ask that person, or are you just gonna take that in? I mean, sometimes, and it can be from somebody you may trust. But I think it's been proven in this lifetime. A lot of people should know that. Expect the unexpected. Expect expect something that you never thought to be. It'll be true. But why a lot of people don't research, they don't talk, they don't ask the question. You tell them something, they believe it. They believe it. They never come to you and say, "Hey, look, I want to ask you something. I've heard this and that. I would like to find out for myself. Are you like this? Did you do this? Or is this true what I heard about you?" You won't never get that. You'll never get that. It's always what people hear the first time. It just sticks in there, and that's how lives get messed up. Because a lot of times people can go spread things, and people automatically. A lot of people already want to slander your name. They already don't like you, so they don't care about doing no research. You did it. You're guilty. You automatically did it. Nobody comes to you. You might want to get to know somebody, but you never got to know that somebody. Why? Because somebody said something about them. You didn't even find out for yourself. That could have been your husband or your wife. Sometimes people do stuff out of jealousy. Sometimes people do stuff out of hate. You don't know if that person is dating somebody. Go ask. You don't know what you heard is true. You can't take people's word. You can't. They just take it and they just run with it. Gossip. Gossip. Now, I'm not a holiday person. I don't really celebrate holidays. I don't, but to each his own. I hope y'all do. enjoy your New Year's. Whatever money's in, everything in this world can be questioned. Everything. Why is the Bible able to be used to go to pray against somebody? Have you ever thought about that? Why is that? You could say that, they have verses where you can protect yourself and all different things like that. It's good to read the Bible, but why is it able to be used to go against you? Because it can. Why do religious leaders and church members do rituals on children? Because they are cults. They just in a church. They do all kinds of things to the children. A lot of organizations run through the church, spiritually attacking you all the time. Spiritually attacking your children all the time. Everything in this world can be questioned. But one thing I know, I never question God. It's just that people have used religion in His name to hide their evil. That's the problem. They think because they show up in church 4 or 5 days a week that they ain't doing something off on the side that's working right for Lucifer. People will fool you into thinking that they love the Lord so much because they spend so much of their time in the church. But a lot of times it be the total opposite. They send children psychic attacks. They do all that kind of stuff. I told y'all the power of photos, what they can do. You feel weak all of a sudden, or just out of the blue, somebody, think about who has your pictures. Think about how somebody's just sitting there just pulling on your energy. And the majority of these holidays, if you look at it, every time a city has a big time sporting event, that same year it seems like that city has a natural disaster. I don't know if anybody had to pay attention. Just pay attention to it. Super Bowl New Orleans this year. They just showed up, they just did a ritual right in front of us. It's always something on these holidays, ain't it? Why do you think people be depressed on holidays? Why do you think most things like this happen on holidays? And it's always a crowd of people. Don't you know that you're the target? So the more people we get together, the more people we can take out. That's why you see a lot of things that happen at crowded events. All the time. Because the devil has to get his due. Now, don't y'all ever notice any group, any team, whether it's musicians or anything, groups, I'm talking groups. Don't you notice that somebody always go? People can just leave. I'm just saying. Every time you look around, if you have taken that oath, I'm just saying, if you have done whatever, and you're in a group, don't y'all notice that somebody always leave here? All the time. All the time. They always leave here. And just know, your silence a lot of times reveal all. If you be quiet, everything you'll see everything. It's like being in a room around people and you ain't doing no talking. You'll learn something about them. Your silence will bring out everything. Everything. Just by not saying nothing. People gonna reveal everything about themselves. They gonna let you know. You using your instincts, you gonna know. I need to get from around that person. If somebody always shows up, and every time you see them, it's only when you down and out and you ain't doing well right now. You don't think that's by design? Think about that. You rarely see certain people until you down on your tail. But it'll seem like they coming to check on you. They heard something, so they want to come check on their boy. They want to go check on their homegirl. But I ain't seen you in 5 or 6 years. Damn, you didn't come when I had the 2-story house. But damn, I'm in an apartment and got one couch. Here you go. You see what I'm saying? Come on. Some things ain't coincidental. Some things is just done by design. That's how that person want to see you. That's how they want to see you. You got a lot of people that expect to hear nothing but bad about you. That's it. Then if they ask somebody about you that's supposed to be close to you, and that person say something, well, well, I told you, man, let me tell you. They can't wait. Let them go to a family member or somebody, and they ask about, well, he don't deal with me, he don't deal. Bam. Man, let me tell you about this, man, that's why I don't deal with. Can't wait. Now, another way to me, silence can reveal everything. To let you know if somebody genuinely loves you and they there for you, or they only want to be around for what you can give to them. You got somebody that'll show up and spend some time with you, then you don't see them for 3 months later. They know you got some you coming up, or you got something going on. Like if you're a man or woman, let's say you got a big nice house, mini mansion or whatever you want to call it, and you meet somebody and you dating them. If you got that kind of money and if you can afford it, why don't you go get you a small apartment in the city, 1 bedroom, got some maybe a little furniture. That's the house you bring that person to. You ain't got really nothing in that apartment. If you rich and you got a mansion, you got enough money to go rent out a little apartment. Then don't show them the mansion. Take them when you date. If y'all go to each other's house, if y'all get to that point, take them to that apartment. Take them to that apartment. You got to see if somebody willing to be there for you if you ain't got it. She need to be able to stay with you in a 1-bedroom house with no furniture. Then y'all walk in that mansion together. Not you get the mansion and then she dating you and then you take her right to the mansion on the first date. She want to marry you now. He want to marry you now. Because you done showed him everything. It ain't about love no more. You probably ain't been dating but 6 months. If you ain't if you going out or something, you want to go out, you you may not have, or just say, hey, I ain't really got no money to go out to eat or take that. It'll show you. Everybody wants somebody that got it together, but some of the most kind-hearted people be struggling at times. So if you take her or you take him to that one bedroom shack, and they be with you all this time in that shack, and you ain't showed them your mansion, and they don't give a damn about it, they just want to be with you, then you know you can take them to the mansion. I'm just saying, you got to know that somebody's there because they love you, not because they love what you can bring to them. I understand everybody want to get with somebody that got something to offer. I get it. But love, it doesn't have nothing to do with money. It doesn't. Because if I love you if you got to catch the subway train. I love you if you got to walk 2 miles to work and you need a ride. You got to take Uber. If somebody love you, they love you. That's just it. Baby, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I got to sleep right here in my car tonight. Well, guess what, baby? Make room. I'm coming to sleep in that car with you. Or I'm not gonna. If I got it, you ain't gotta sleep in the car. No, you just got the true testament. The true testament of love is not what somebody has. It's what somebody has in here. That's where you gotta find God, within here, up in you. That's why it's important to get time with Him by yourself. You can go to church. All churches ain't bad. I'm just saying. What are you starting to figure out about these churches? A lot of them have been in disguise, and a lot of them do all of this stalking. A lot of them do all of this satanic stuff. The plan was to disguise God for you, but it wasn't Him. That is why a lot of people try to keep somebody around you all the time. Never to ever have a chance in your life to live by yourself, to be by yourself. Then you don't have a chance to get a relationship with him. You stuck in toxic relationships and around toxic people all the time. That's why a lot of people be scared for you to be by yourself. That's the reason why when you walk away from people, they still got to know where you at all the time. They still don't want to let go. Because I'm going to tell you something. Slavery never ended. Your people just switched sides. And I don't care what color you are. It never ended. Your people just decided to handle you. Period. And everybody probably got about 2 or 3 people in their life, maybe more, that just want to stop forward movement. That's it. People have spied other kind of ways. Somebody told them your future. That's why you went through a lot of stuff. They wanted to stop it. You think your people, or you think people out there didn't know that you was chosen? You think that people didn't already know what your mission was? Why you think it's set up to? Why you think you set up to be stalked? You think when you going through all this stuff, the gang stalking, whatever you going through, do you actually think that your people don't know you going through that? People know. They knew as a child that you were supposed to do something special. They be knowing. Their job is to hold you back. Either they holding you back on their own because they see your destiny and don't want you to fulfill it because it's going to be so big, or that's just what they was assigned to do. It's just what it is. That's the role that they playing. Because in their eyes, they saying, how dare you try to teach me anything? How dare you say you're a teacher or a spiritual leader? How dare you think you can do this? You? How you gonna do this? Whatever the world tries to say that you are, show them something else. Show them something else. Because everybody think they know something, they know you. When they never got the time to. They never took the time to do it. Because what did I say? They took it and they ran with it. And now a lot of them people when they're gonna be stuck with their mouth open. I told y'all a long time ago about that word, perception. You're not who they thought you was. That's just it. But I appreciate y'all support. Thank you for continuing to rock with me, man. I love y'all to death. Double one, man. Still rocking, gonna keep rocking, man. Thank y'all, man. Couldn't do it without you, man. And most of all, couldn't do it without God. Y'all have a good one.